So what you see here is the incident management dashboard. This is what we are trying to do with digitizing health and safety. So we have the app over here, then we have the database that is collecting the data and securing them nicely, and then we have this dashboard for visualization. Now take note that this dashboard is right within the app, and so when you click over here, it's going to load. And so we have the dashboard already integrated, and this dashboard is a Power BI dashboard, which gives you a lot of flexibility in a sense that with a little knowledge in data analytics, you can actually add on to the dashboard. Right? So let's try to understand. We're talking about the incident trend. All right, so basically we want to understand the various types of incidents and what is the trend. So you can look at incidents across websites. You can look at the various incident types. All right, so this is actually a tree map. And then also we have this various incident cause categories, and then the types of person involved, and then the incident trend. Now within the incident trend, you can see that we have the monthly trend, we have the cumulative trend. So this cumulative trend is giving us the total incident at any point in time. So we have a total of 39, and this what is going to span across multiple months, and whenever we have a new incident registered, it's going to increase the number to the current total. And so that's what we have over here. And then we have the incident versus injury. So we have 25 incidents, and we have 4 of them which are like injuries. All right, so move on to the next dashboard. You can actually use a side navigation to sort of navigate to various sections of it. Now over here we are focusing on injury to body, so you can talk about the total number of injuries, how many are recordable injuries. Now when we say total recordable injuries, we basically talk about the sum of fatality, lost time injuries, total work case, and medical treatment case. Now any of them can be termed as a total recordable case, and we have all of them together, we sum all of them. So fatality is a total recordable case, LTI is a total recordable case, total work case is a total record, and all of that. Okay, so this excludes first aid, just for your info. So we have the fatality, lost time, medical treatment case, and so we have a total of 10 recordable cases. So that's fatality and medical treatment case, and I have the first aid over here. So we are literally looking at the injury cause factors, all right, the causal factors, which is the human error, the equipment failure, the procedural failures. We're looking at the body part that was injured, and we can tell over here, and this is very dynamic. When we click here, it's going to change. Okay, it's going to change to the other one. So when you click, so basically this is very dynamic as well. And then we have this one, we have the types of person who are involved in the incident, and we have the injury trend. All right, the injury trend also is telling us the trend, the cumulative trend at any point in time, and then the maximum maximum value as well. That in June we recorded 6 injuries, and that was like a total of 10, and then we recorded 1 injury also, and that gave us a total of 11. And so that's right there. And then we can see the injury by locations. Okay, so we move on to the next, and that is the downtime. So whenever accident occurs, there is downtime. Downtime from incident, we need to be able to know the incident, the downtime, which site is recording the most downtime, which of the causal factors are causing the most downtime, and then we can look at the various incident type, the downtime, the total downtime, downtime from injury, downtime from LTI. This is more or less downtime breakdown. And then we have the downtime by injury types. We can see over here. So this is more of taking a deep dive into downtime. So we have the downtime trend as well. So we have the maximum value, we have the cumulative value, and as you can see, the cumulative value is currently 310, and that's exactly what we have here. So this is a lot of calculations we did. That's what we call data analysis expression. And so when it comes for a class, because we've been running training from time to time, and we've been doing a lot of training, except that we don't showcase that too much. So we've been doing a lot of one-on-one training, and we are teaching all of these things. Okay, now this section has to do with days since last incident. So we have days since last total recordable injury, days since last fatality, and the ones that we are registering is simply going to count the last date, the date of occurrence up until today. So once this Power BI file refreshes, all these dates are going to be updating. So the last fatality is here, the date of incident is over here, the day since the incident is being counted here, date of last TRI or total recordable injury is over here, the date of last fatality. So all these things, we are tracking them, and then move on. Okay, we can actually use over here. Now take note that we are also looking at investigations, and so we're looking at how many investigations were approved, how many are open, how many are closed, how many are underway or still ongoing, and how many have been cancelled. And we can look at the investigation have been carried out across websites, and then the investigation closure rate, because we need to be able to close the investigations. And then we have the breakdown over here. We have the various incident types, and the investigation have been carried out, and the cumulative investigation, as you can see, and then the trend, and then we have the levels of investigation. So organizations can have various levels of investigation. You can have on-site investigation, off-site investigation, off-site by headquarter at another location, and off-site by the global headquarter. And so we can probably call them level 1, level 2, level 3. Every company has how they define their levels of investigation. All these things, you can change them right within the application. And we move on to the next dashboard, and that is the findings. So whenever we carry out investigation, we identify findings from investigation, and these are the findings that we are analyzing. So we have a total findings. 9 of them are open, 1 is closed. Findings from investigation, we are recording most for AD33. This is the finding closure rates. We have the finding status, open and close, the finding type. So some findings could be mere observation, some could be non-conformance and all of that. And there is a findings trend. As you can see, the maximum finding cumulatively is 10, and that is it right here. But we are currently in the month of July, and so we have 3 findings, and that sums up to the previous one, which is about 7, giving us a total of 10. Now we have the severity rating for these findings. Okay, and then we move on to the next dashboard, which is the action. So whenever we identify findings, we're going to create actions from these findings. And so AD33, all these ones, we can tell the number of actions that we've identified or we've assigned to people. So those department that actions have been assigned to, we have them here. And the actions could be corrective and preventive action. We have the action progress update. Just because within the app, you're supposed to give progress percentage that, hey, I'm 50% complete. And so we are looking at the progress of the action. That is quite different from the action closure rate. The action closure rate is simply how many of the actions are open, how many are closed. But the action progress rate is about what is the percentage complete so far. And so across the number of actions, some could be 50% complete, some could be 60% complete. So we are striking an average, and that's what we have here. So that is it, guys. In recent times, you have seen a lot of people using AI. They think AI can actually solve creating these kind of solutions, but trust me, AI can only support you, but you need to understand what AI can do for you. You need to drive progress, you need to drive innovation. With AI, not create a prompt and say AI should create dashboard for you. In my next video, I'll be showing you what AI can do when it comes to creating dashboards. You give it a prompt, it's going to give you an Excel file. AI will tell you the limitation that it cannot do a lot of things, and so you have to still use your skill, your human knowledge, to be able to make a difference. And that is why we are providing training. And so we've been running a lot of class for a lot of people. A lot of working professionals have been reaching out to us for training. So we have training in the evenings as per your schedule and all of that. Okay, so all you need to do is simply connect with me. I'm going to teach you Power BI, I'm going to teach you Excel, everything that I know I'm going to teach you, and I'm going to guide you on how to create some amazing dashboards. So let's do a quick recap of the application. This is a dashboard right within the app. This is the incident management app. It is equally available on mobile. You create an incident following a sequence. So I'll be showing that when we progress in another video. You want to create an incident, all these things. So it's similar to what we've shared so far, looking at the observation and then the agent's performance. So this video is strictly for the dashboard. I'm going to see you guys in another video. Bye for now. Cheers.